get hung up on is like, how do I actually use this to improve operations? But what you just described, Tom, really gives us that. Like, instead of having to hire and train all these people, you spend a little time to train it, just like you would like a
right.
human. I think that's the thing where sometimes people get hung up is like, oh, AI is this machine, but you're interacting and interfacing with it like a human. It's a different paradigm with how we interface with technology, but it really is like training your assistant, or multiple
Exactly right.
assistants, and that they can handle all these things. I love what we've been putting together too with like policy documents around with natural language, being able to go in and train your AI agent. This is how I do business. This is how I want these situations to happen. But it really comes down to, giving it the context that you were talking about. Like, here's how we do business. Here's how we handle situations. And maybe this is how we do it all the time, but for this client, they're special. Like, and it literally is just kind of training it that way, like if you were sitting right next to somebody, training them to be your assistant or your HR manager or any number of different positions.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I've seen that's a misunderstanding on AI is that, well, how do you give it all this context? And you nailed it. It's like, you just got to think of it like a person. This is his style. And so getting at that natural language instructions, storing the instructions as training, and then having bigger training documents that are more company-wide allows me to have my own AI personality. That's my AI assistant. It's different than yours. And if the AI is a good one, it's storing that as memory and it won't forget it. And it will remember to follow your instructions, just like a person we were.
And again, you can just train AI with a training document to say, hey, unless it's one of these really critical things, save this up and summarize it and send it to me a couple of times a day, or at noon or at 5 of them in the day. So, and again, it's probably better than most humans in that respect, where it's going to do it that way all the time. So
yeah.